Good day everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. But before we start our lesson, make sure to always subscribe, like, comment, and share all my videos, and don't forget to click the notification bell to get updated in my latest videos. Let's go! Learning outcome number 2. Maintain production record. In this learning outcome, you are expected to learn how to prepare production plan according to enterprise requirements, prepare schedule for production activities based on enterprise requirements and plan, and prepare production report in accordance with enterprise reporting procedures. But before we start discussing, let's have an activity first. Write T if the statement is correct and F if the statement is incorrect. Write it in your notebook. I will give you time to answer.
It's not for me to say you love. Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do.
Now, let's recall. Answer the following questions in your notebook. 1. Give the basic types of inventories. 2. Differentiate output from input.
Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do. It's not for me to say.
Let's explore. Visit the link below and answer the following questions. Number 1. What is the video presentation all about? Number 2. What are the components of production or management in crop?
Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do.
So, production planning is the planning of production and manufacturing modules in a company or industry. It utilizes the resource allocation of activities of employees, materials, and production capacity in order to serve different customers. Different types of production methods such as single item manufacturing, batch production, mass production, and continuous production. Production planning can be combined with production control into production planning and control, and it can be combined in enterprise resource planning. Production planning in 5 steps. Step 1. Forecast the demand of your product. Step 2. Determine potential options for production. Step 3. Choose the option by production that use the combination of resources more effectively. Step 4. Monitor and control. And last step, Step 5. Adjust. Production planning includes the planning of manufacturing and assembly processes as clothing finishing. These processes and their order of application are precisely determined, so planning also needs to take into account the reliability of the equipment necessary to make the process. Production planning and control is always a big challenge for large organizations. Control and optimized production can help an organization leap forward for better cycle time and fewer inventories. At its best, scheduling and controlling production refers to creating a scheduled or prioritized list of tasks for every machine. The list should maximize the output of each tool while keeping cycle time as low as possible for the whole production flow. Sample basic practices of field and production. Cultivation. Activities are: Number 1. Preparation of soil. Number 2. Sowing. Number 3. Adding manure and fertilizer. Number 4. Irrigation. Number 5. Protecting from weeds. Number 6. Harvesting. And last, 7. Storage. A production plan is the guideline to create and monitor output of product and how that output affects other parts of business plan such as marketing, sales, and logistics. A production plan is used to maximize the efficiency of company resources and to establish benchmarks for future projects. Important factor of production is capital and economic value. The factors of production include land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. To see what are the objectives of production planning, you can see a graph here. Sample production report. Production number is JJ-005. Customer is the customer. Product size and production 10 ounce of jar. Order QTY 15,000. Start is 6 a.m. and stop is 10 p.m. So the hours would be 4 hours. The charge weight is 1,365.8 and the product weight would be 1,327.4. So the scrap loss would be 38.4. So in this sample production report, you can tally your resources and your updates from the products. Components of production planning. Facility location, most strategic and critical. Once you build a new manufacturing facility, you have made a substantial investment of time, resources, and capital that can't be changed for a long time. Facility layout, to design workflows and that maximize worker production efficiency. Process layout improves efficiency by arranging equipment according to each function. Product layout, high. Volume goods are produced efficiently by people, equipment, or department arranged in an assembly line. That is a series of workstations at which already made parts are assembled. Cellular layout, a lean method of producing similar products using cells or group of team members, workstations, or equipment to facilitate operations by eliminating C-up and necessary costs between operations. Fixed position, products stay in one place and the workers or equipment go to the product. Scheduling is the process of arranging, controlling, and optimizing work and workloads in a production process or manufacturing process. Scheduling is used to allocate plant and machinery resources, plan human resources, plan production processes, and purchase materials. A master production schedule or MPS is a plan for individual commodities to be produced in each time period, such as production, staffing, inventory, etc. A crop plan developed before the season starts help growers calculate how much of each crop to plant in greenhouse each week, when they will be transplanted in field, timing and quantity of harvest on a weekly basis through the growing season, or to plan for CSA deliveries and farmers markets, for example. Start farming, planning a crop rotation. Number 1, write down your goals. Number 2, prioritize your goals. Number 3, list crops you plan to grow, how much you plan to grow. 4, create rotational groups. 5, check for excessive acreage of one crop family. 6, make a map of your farm garden. And 7, divide your farm or garden into equal size rotational units. Sample crop rotation P1. Legumes, beans, peas, lima, beans, and potatoes. For the roots, onions, turnips, carrots, radishes, garlic, beets, and radishes. Leaf, lettuce, greens, herbs, spinach, and corn. For the fruit, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, eggplant, squash, and melons. Methods of crop production. Current projects include crop growth and development, crop management techniques, integrated pest management, crop competition, cover crops, rotations, tillage, plant nutrition, cultivar evaluation, and agroecology. Sowing is the most important of crop production. Before sowing, good quality seeds are selected. Good quality seeds are clean and healthy seeds of a good variety. Farmers prefer to use seeds which gives a high yield. Budget for rotation crop on high productivity soil. Expected yield per area 165. Harvest price would be 3.80 and market revenue would be 31,350 pesos. So the less variable cost. Fertilizer 135 pesos. Per bushel 0.82. Seed 123 pesos. So the per bushel would be 0.75. Pesticides 42 per acre per bushel 0.25. Dryer fuel for per acre 30 and per bushel would be 0.18. Machinery fuel 15 per bushel 0.09. Machinery repairs 22 per bushel 0.13. Machinery repairs 22 and per bushel 0.13. Hauling 17 and per bushel 0.10. Interest 12 and per bushel 0.07. Insurance miscellaneous 33 and per bushel 0.20. The total variable cost per acre would be 429 pesos and per bushel 2.60 pesos. Crop contribution margin per acre 198. Government payment per acre 25. Total contribution margin per acre 223 pesos. Less overhead costs. Machinery ownership per acre 98 and per bushel 0.59. Family in hard labor per acre 46 and per bushel 0.29. So the land would be 213 per acre and per bushel 1.2. Total overhead cost per acre would be 357 and per bushel 200.2.16. Earnings or losses per acre would be 134 pesos and break-even price per acre would be 4.61 pesos. Now let's dig in. Make sample of your own daily expenses report. Write the answer in your notebook. You may use the graph below. I will give you time to answer. Now, let's remember. Write your work-based learning weekly in your notebook and send it into your messenger. I will give you time to answer. Let's apply. Make your own crop rotation. Write it in a separate sheet of paper. I will give you time to answer.
It's not for me to say.
Identify the correct answer on blank to complete the sentence. Choose the answer inside the box. Write your answer in a separate sheet of paper. I will give you time to answer.
It's not for me to say.
Let's extend, make your daily activities in backyard gardening. Write it in your notebook. Now we're done with learning outcome number 2. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.